Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel Learn-o-mania. In this video, I will tell you about valency. But before that, let's understand what are atoms. Matter around us is made up of elements. An element is made up of smallest particles of matter known as atoms. Atoms are generally divided into three subatomic particles, namely protons, neutrons, and electrons. The center of an atom is known as nucleus. Protons and neutrons are present in the nucleus of the atom and constitute the main mass of the atom, while the electrons keep revolving around the nucleus in the orbits of atoms. An atom is identified by a specific fixed number known as atomic number. This atomic number is equal to the number of protons, which is equal to the number of electrons present in an atom. The atomic number of an atom should be known to calculate its valency. The orbits in which electrons revolve around the nucleus are called the shells of an atom. This arrangement of electrons in the shells of an atom is also called electronic configuration. An atom consists of four shells which are recognized by the letters K, L, M, and N respectively. By the rule of formula 2n square, we can calculate the number of electrons present in that shell. In this formula, the variable n represents the shell number. Shell K is the first shell. By putting 1 in place of n in the formula 2n square, we get answer 2, which shows that 2 electrons are present in shell K. Similarly, by putting 2 in place of n in the formula 2n square, we get 8 electrons in shell L. By putting 3 in place of n, we get 18 electrons in shell M. And by putting 4 in place of n, we get 32 electrons in shell N. Now let's see what is the meaning of the term valency. The combining capacity of an element or its capacity to react with any other element is called its valency. The particles which are responsible for reactions in the atoms are the electrons. Atoms gain, lose, or share their electrons to react with each other. We must note that in the outermost shell, there can be maximum 8 electrons. For example, if the shell M is the outermost shell of an atom, it can accommodate maximum 8 electrons even though it has the capacity of having 18 electrons. This outermost shell having 8 electrons is considered as an octet. Do you know why do atoms react with each other? The atoms react to complete their octet, that is, to fill 8 electrons in their outermost shell. This table represents the symbol, atomic number, and valency of different atoms. For example, the symbol of nitrogen is capital N, its atomic number is 7, and its valency is 3. Now let's understand why the valency of nitrogen is 3. We saw in the last slide that the atomic number of nitrogen is 7 and it consists of two shells K and L. In the first shell K, there are 2 electrons and the remaining 5 electrons are present in the shell L. Here, shell L is the outermost shell. We know that there must be 8 electrons in the outermost shell, but here there are only 5. To complete the octet, the nitrogen atom will gain 3 electrons from any other atom. This gaining of 3 electrons from other atom becomes its valency. Now, let's see how can we calculate the valency of neon atom. Atomic number of neon is 10. In the first shell K, there are 2 electrons and the remaining 8 electrons are present in the shell L. Here, shell L is the outermost shell. Here, we can see that the octet is already filled, so the atom will neither gain nor lose any of its electrons. As there is no reaction, its valency becomes 0. Now, let us see the example of aluminium atom whose atomic number is 13. In the first shell K, there are 2 electrons. In the second shell L, there are 8 electrons and the remaining 3 electrons are in the third shell M. In the previous slide, we saw that the outermost shell of nitrogen had 5 electrons, so it gained 3 electrons to complete its octet. Aluminium has 3 electrons in the outermost shell. To complete the octet, it needs 5 more electrons. But in this case, losing 3 electrons would be easier than gaining 5. So, aluminium will donate its 3 electrons of the outermost shell to any other atom. So this was all about the topic valency. Thank you so much for watching our video.